Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. So this is part 8 video on the chapter of profit and loss, where I will discuss about sales tax, value added tax, and how this tax affects the selling price uh, of an article sold by a dealer or shopkeeper. If you have not watched the previous 7 parts, where I have thoroughly discussed about all the concepts of profit and loss, that is selling price, cost price, loss, profit, gain percent, loss percent, discount, successive discounts, and have solved the problems of exercise 10A and 10B from the textbook of author R.S. Aggarwal, I highly suggest that you watch those videos also to maintain the continuity of your study on the chapter of profit and loss. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 8 following the textbook of author R.S. Aggarwal. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos regularly and my videos are beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started with this video. Okay, so I have my incomplete rough notes prepared on the right hand side. In this video, I will discuss about the sales tax and the value added tax and how they impact in the selling process of an article by a shopkeeper to a customer, and what is the effective price that a customer has to pay due to these taxes. Okay, so first is sales tax. Now, this is sales tax is an extra money which is conventionally termed as a tax charged by the shopkeeper from the customer on selling an item. So, when a customer buys an item from a shopkeeper, uh, an extra amount apart from the selling price is charged to the customer. The tax charged is paid to the respective state government. This extra money is not going to the customer, is not going to the shopkeeper. It is not earned by the shopkeeper, but this extra money or tax is collected by the respective state government. The extra money is calculated as a rate of sales tax. So there is a sales tax rate which in this discussion we are denoting it as a ST percentage, which denotes for the rate of sales tax. Based on this rate of sales tax, and the tax is calculated on the selling price of the item. So you can see the sales tax is equal to the sales tax percentage of the selling price, and so the final bill of the customer, that is the final amount or the price the customer has to pay for an article, is equal to the selling price plus the sales tax. And what is sales tax? Sales tax is the sales tax percentage of the selling price. So that is a sales tax. Now visually you can consider. So let's say uh, let's say we have the SP, that is the selling price of an item. We have a selling price of an item, and there is a, let's say, X percent. There is an X percent X percent sales tax. There is an X percent sales tax applied or added. Now the final amount, let's say the amount becomes Q, that is which is after paying the sales tax at the rate of X percent based on the selling price. So this is the final value of bill, that is amount payable by the customer. The final amount payable by the customer, which is termed as the value of the bill. This is the selling price. SP, as we know, is the selling price of the article. So, in a customer is buying an article whose selling price is SP, and the customer has to pay a sales tax of at the rate of X percentage, and so the final amount payable by the customer is Q, which is also known as the value of bill. So, definitely we will have Q is equal to X% more than SP than SP. Yes, because the Q, the sales tax will be equal to X% of. Okay, let's try to understand it in a more detailed way. So we have this implies in this diagrammatic figure, based on this diagrammatic figure, sales tax, that is the total tax amount, is equal to X% of SP, which is equal to X by 100 multiplied by SP. This implies the bill, value of bill, this implies Q, which is the value of bill, will be equal to definitely SP plus sales tax, which is equal to SP plus X by 100 multiplied by SP, which is equal to 1 plus X by 100 multiplied by SP. So this is the formula. This is the formula. If you can remember it, that is fine. But the basic concept is that the final bill or the value of the bill will be X% more than the selling price. Remember, the sales tax is computed based on the rate of the sales tax and the selling price. It is not computed on the mark price. It is computed on the selling price. Now, so this is the picture of the sales tax and how it is computed based on the selling price of an article. Now, if you want to see a little bigger picture, I really don't have space left. Okay, very nice. Let's try to see the bigger picture of this bigger picture of the sales tax, how it is working. These are the sample illustrative problems that I will discuss. Okay, so let's see the bigger picture of the sales tax. So you have SP, that is the selling price. Sales tax is computed based on the selling price. So you have X% sales tax, and you have the final, let's say Q, that is the bill, value of bill, that is the final amount payable by the customer. Now, the sales tax is computed based on the rate of sales and the selling price. But remember, the selling price, how we are getting the selling price? Selling price is based on the marked price. There is a marked price, and if there is a discount, let's say Y% discount, this is the marked price. Marked price of the article that is being sold by the shopkeeper to the customer. So the bigger picture is that we have a marked price, and if the shopkeeper allows a discount of Y%, then definitely SP, in this scenario, we will have SP is equal to Y% less than MP, that is a mark price, which is equal to 100 minus Y% of mark price, which is equal to 100 minus Y by 100 whole multiplied by MP. This is the selling price. Now from the selling price, if there is a sales tax added, sales tax at the rate of X%, then we will have Q is equal to X% more, X% more than SP, which is equal to 100 plus X% of SP. This is equal to 100 plus X whole divided by 100 multiplied by SP, which is equal to 100 plus X divided by 100 multiplied by SP is 100 minus Y divided by 100, this multiplied by MP. So if you are given a mark price of an item and there is a discount of Y% and finally there is a sales tax of X%, then the final value of the bill or the final price that the customer has to pay will be Q, which is equal to 100 plus X divided by 100 multiplied by 100 minus Y divided by 100 multiplied by MP. Now I am not saying to remember this formula. I am just explaining you how to calculate things when based on the mark price and if there is any discount and the rate of sales tax. Never and ever try to forget these kind of formulas, because always try to solve problems based on the fundamental concepts. So this was a bigger picture of how sales tax is working from a mark price. Okay, so that was sales tax. Sales tax has a rate of there is a rate of sales tax, and the sales tax is computed on the selling price, which is equal to the if ST is the rate of sales tax, then ST% of the selling price, and so the final value of bill or the final amount that the customer has to pay is the selling price plus the sales tax. Okay, now let's understand what is value added tax. Value added tax. Now value added tax is an extra money or tax applied to the article price based on a given VAT percentage. So there is a rate of value added tax which we are denoting as VAT percentage, and this VAT percentage varies from item to item. That is, different items have a different VAT percentage. So the concept is very similar. If the original price or cost of an article is P, and there is a VAT, there is an X% VAT added to the price, then the cost of the item after VAT has been applied will be is Q. Then basically, from basic concept, we can say that Q is X% more than P. This is equal to 100 plus X% of P, which is equal to 100 plus X divided by 100 multiplied by P. Now I am not giving you some formula to find the cost of item after VAT added. This is a very fundamental concept, that if there is if X% of VAT is added to P, then definitely the Q, that is the cost of the item after VAT has been added, will obviously be X% more than P, which is as per the concept of percentage, that is 100 plus X percentage of P, which is equal to 100 plus X divided by 100 multiplied by P. Now okay, so one important concept thing to understand is that the tax, for sales tax, the sales tax amount or this VAT, this never contribute to the profit of the shopkeeper or the dealer, because this amount is not going to the shopkeeper, it is going to the government, either state government or to the central government. So this value added tax or the sales tax is never will never change the impact the gain or profit of the shopkeeper. The gain and profit is always based on the selling price and the cost price of an article. Please remember this thing. I hope I was able to make clear what is sales tax and value added tax. Now let's try to solve some problems that will clarify the concept. Okay, the first problem is, what is the original price of a washing machine which was bought for rupees 13,500 inclusive of 8% VAT? So, okay, so this is talking about a VAT. So, there is a VAT in purchasing a washing machine. It is asking what was the original price. So, if you can diagrammatically try to understand the problem, it will help you solve the problem. So, we have, let's say, P is the original price. Uh, the visual description of the problem can be given like this. Original price, from P original price, there is a VAT, 8% VAT added, and we are having the price after price after VAT is added, and it is saying that what is the original price of a washing machine, which as per our diagram will be P, which was bought for rupees 13,500 inclusive of the 8% VAT. That means that after paying the 8% VAT, the customer has finally purchased the washing machine for rupees 13,500, which means that Q is rupees 13,500. We have to find P. We know the rate of the VAT percentage, which is 8%. We also know the final price, the price of the washing machine after the VAT was paid, because it is saying the machine which was bought for rupees 13,500 inclusive of 8% VAT, which means that the rupees 13,500 also has the VAT included in it. So we just need to find P. Now we know that Q will be equal to 8% more than P from simple concept of percentage and the concept of VAT being added, 8% VAT being added to P. So this is 8% more means 100 plus 8% of P. This is equal to 108% of P, which is equal to 108 by 100 multiplied by P. Now this implies Q, we already know the final price that was paid in buying the washing machine is rupees 13,500. That includes the VAT. So we can say 13,500 is equal to 108 divided by 100 multiplied by P. So this implies P is equal to 13,500 multiplied by 100 divided by 108 divided by 108. Okay. So 4 divides 108 with 27, 4 divides 100 with 25, and 9 divides 27 with 3. Okay, so 27 divides 135 with 5. So we have 5, 0, 0, and so this becomes 1, 2, 5, 0, 0. So rupees 12,500 was the original price of the washing machine, and from this original price 8% of VAT was added, and hence finally it was purchased for rupees 13,500. Okay, let's do the next problem. How much Shyama paid for a scooter costing rupees 36,450 after paying a sales tax at a rate of 9%. Now, it is very important to understand the statement of the problem, what exactly it is saying, what exact information it is giving. It has given. It is saying that how much Shyama paid for a scooter costing rupees 36,450. Now, this what does this means? A scooter costing rupees 36,450 means the original cost price of the scooter is 36,450, and based on this, sales tax was paid at the rate of 9%. Then what will be the final price of the scooter? This is the question. How much Shyama paid, that is how much finally Shyama paid for a scooter costing rupees 36,450, means for a scooter with an original price of 36,450, and after paying a sales tax at a rate of 9%. So we have this. So this time now, so this is talking about the sales tax, and we know that the sales tax is based on a selling price, and you can consider that the amount rupees 36,450 would be the selling price, is the selling price, because now selling price of an item is basically equal to the cost price of a, is basically the costing for a customer. It is using the word that Shyama paid for a scooter costing. Costing of an item means the selling price of that item. So we can say the scenario is like this. SP, we have this, SP is given to be 36,450, and there is a 9% sales tax. There is a 9% sales tax, and then what we have to, you can say, consider the value, the bill. Let's say this is Q, which is basically the value of bill, or amount payable by the amount paid by Shyama. Okay, we have to find Q. Now we know that obviously Q will be equal to 9% more than the selling price of the scooter, which is in this problem given as the costing of rupees 36,450 can be taken as the fact that the selling price of the scooter is rupees 36,450. So SP 9% more means 100 plus 9% of SP, which is equal to 109% of SP, which is equal to 109 divided by 100 multiplied by SP, which is equal to rupees 109 divided by 100 multiplied by SP is given to be 36,450. 36,450. Okay. So 109, 9% more than SP. Okay, so which is 109% of SP, which is 109 by 100 multiplied by SP. Okay, so we have to simplify this. 109. Now 10 cancels. We have to multiply 3645 with 109. It's a pretty lengthy calculation. Okay, so 45, 40, and mm, let me quickly check if I am solving the problem correctly or not, because usually these kind of lengthy calculations are not given in the problem. So how much Shama paid for a scooter costing rupees 36,450 after paying a sales tax at a rate of 9%. Yes, costing rupees 36,450 means the original price or the selling price of the scooter is rupees 36,450, and so after paying the sales tax at a rate of 9%, the final amount paid should be 9% more than the SP, which is 100 plus 9% of SP, which is 109% of SP, which is equal to 109 divided by 100 multiplied by SP. Okay, so 100 3645 multiplied by 109. Okay, 45, 36, 40, 54, 58, and 27, 32, and then 0, 0, 0, 0, and then we have 5, 4, 6, 3. So 5, 0, 13, 7, 9, 3. So this is 397,305 divided by 10, which is equal to rupees 39730.50. Now I might be doing some calculation mistake. I will not focus much whether I am doing any calculation mistake or not. The focus is more on whether I am understanding the problem and how to approach the problem and applying the concepts to solve the problem. Okay, let's see the next problem. Abida bought 100 pens at the rate of rupees 3.50 per pen and pays a sales tax of 4%. What is the total amount paid by Abida? Okay, so there are 100 pens. Abida is purchasing 100 pens where the cost price or the selling price of per pen, each pen is rupees 3.50. So we can say that uh, uh, total uh, total cost, total you can say selling price, total selling price of 100 pens is equal to rupees 3.50 is the cost of per pen multiplied by 100, which is equal to rupees 350. So as per the rate of cost of per pen, the total cost of 100 pens is rupees 350. You can consider it as the selling price of 100 pen is 350. Now Abida is also there is a sales tax of 4%. So we have SP, we have 4% sales tax, and we have to pay Q. That is the final amount paid, value of bill or amount paid by Abida. Okay, and the service and the selling price of the 100 pens is rupees 350 based on the price per pen, which is given to be rupees 3.50 per pen. Hence the price of 100 pens will be rupees 350, which is basically the selling price of 100 pens by the shopkeeper. So what will be Q? So there is a 4% sales tax that need to be paid on SP. So we can say Q is nothing but 4% more than SP, which is equal to 100 plus 4% of SP, which is equal to 100, 104% of SP, which is equal to 104 divided by 100 multiplied by SP, which is equal to 104 divided by 100 multiplied by SP is 350. So this is the amount that need to be paid by Abida after paying the sales tax of 4%. So this will be equal to 0, 0 cancels, and so 104 multiplied by 35 is 22, 5, and then we have 12, 1, 3. So 0, 4, 6, 3. So this is rupees 3, 6, 4, 4, 0 divided by 10, which is equal to rupees 364. So the total selling price of the 100 pens was rupees 350, and after paying the 4% of sales tax, the final amount paid by Avida in purchasing 100 pens is rupees 364. Okay, let's do the next problem. What is the amount payable when 5% sales tax is charged on an article marked rupees 200 after allowing a discount of 5%? What is the amount payable when 5% sales tax is charged on an article marked rupees 200 after allowing a discount of 5%? So we have to also consider the mark price. So the scenario is like, we have the mark price, which is given to be rupees 200, and from the mark price we are having a discount of 5%. So there is a discount of 5%. So 5% discount when applied on the mark price, we are getting the selling price. We will get the get the value of selling price since we know the mark price and also the percentage of discount. Now from this selling price, there will be again a sales tax of 5% sales tax. And finally, the amount payable is Q. Amount payable. This is the amount payable that we have to find. Amount payable. Okay. Okay. So what will be SP? SP is nothing but the reduced price after the reduced price when a discount of 5% is applied on the mark price. So we can say SP is 5% less than the mark price, which is equal to 100 minus 5% of mark price, which is equal to 95% of mark price, which is equal to 95 by 100 multiplied by mark price, which is equal to rupees 95 by 100 multiplied by 200, as 200 is the mark price. So this is equal to 100 cancels 200 with 2. This is equal to rupees 190. So 190 is the selling price of the article, which is based on the 5% discount given on the mark price of rupees 200. Okay. Now we also know that the final amount payable, which is Q, will be equal to 5% more. 5% is the percent of sales tax, and the sales tax is added with the selling price. So we can say that Q is 5% more than the selling price, which is equal to 100 plus 5% of SP, which is equal to 105% of SP, which is equal to 105 divided by 100 multiplied by SP, which is equal to rupees 100 5 by 100 multiplied by 190. This is equal to rupees 0 cancels out, and what is 105 multiplied by 19, we have 45 4 9, we have 5 0 105, this is 5 9 9 1. Okay, so this is rupees 199.5. So the final amount payable is rupees 199.5 after, based on the selling price of rupees 190. So the selling price was rupees 190, which is based on the mark price of rupees 200 and a discount of 5%. So when a 5% discount was applied on the mark price of rupees 200, the selling price it becomes rupees 190, and on this selling price of rupees 190 there is a sales tax added at the rate of 5%, and which leads to the final amount payable, which is rupees 199.50. Okay, let's see the next problem. The cost of an, how many problems do we have? Okay, this is the last problem. The cost of an article including sales tax at a rate of 10% is rupees 616. The cost of an article including sales tax at a rate of 10% is rupees 616. Now this is from the customer's point of view. So basically the customer is buying an article at rupees 616, that includes the sales tax, and the sales tax is at a rate of 10%. Okay, if the shopkeeper makes a profit of 12%, now it is talking about from the shopkeeper's point of view. It is saying that if the shopkeeper makes a profit of 12% by selling it, then find the cost price of the article. Now definitely if the shopkeeper has to make any profit, if the profit will be based on the selling price and the cost price. So how do we know the selling price of the article? Okay, so we know the bigger picture. I discussed about the bigger picture like this. So we have no. So what is happening here? So this is a much bigger picture. If the shopkeeper makes a profit of profit of 12% by selling it, then find the cost price of the article. Now then find the cost price of the article by then find the cost price of the article. It is asking at what price the shopkeeper purchased the article. The cost price of the article it is talking about the cost at which the shopkeeper purchased the article, and in the beginning the cost of an article including sales tax at a rate of 10% is rupees 616. This cost is talking about the price at which a customer is finally purchasing that article, including the sales tax. So what do we have? So let's start with the selling price. We have the selling price, and definitely there is a sales tax of 10%. There is a sales tax of 10% applied, and the final amount payable by the customer is Q, that is amount payable by customer which is referred to as at the beginning the cost of an article including sales tax at a rate of 10% is rupees 616. So this is rupees 616. That is the final amount Q, the final amount or price that the customer has to pay. Okay. So definitely we know the sales tax percentage, we know the final amount that is being paid by the customer, we can get the sales price, we can get the selling price. Now, and so we know the selling price. Now, and we also know that the shopkeeper is making a profit of 12% by selling it, a profit of 12%. So if the cost price is CP, if the cost price is CP, from the cost price there is a 12% profit. A profit of 12% from the cost price is giving the selling price, we can calculate the selling price. We will be able to find the value of the selling price, and once we know the value of selling price and we know the percentage of profit, we can obviously calculate the cost price. So let's say the cost price is rupees X. Now in the calculation I will ignore the symbol of the currency, that is rupees. Okay. Now let's find you can first calculate the selling price from the sales tax percentage and the Q, and then you can calculate the cost price. The other way is that from the cost price, based on as per the assumption of the cost price being rupees X, and there is a profit of 12%, you can calculate the selling price, which will be in terms of X, and from the selling price you can apply the 10% sales tax, you will get Q, which will also be based on the value of X, and then you will equate that value with 616. That is another way. So I will do it in the first way. So we know that Q will be equal to 10%. Since the sales tax is added with the selling price, Q will be 10% more than the selling price, which is equal to 10% more means 100 plus 10% of SP, which is equal to 100 plus 10 is 110%. So 110% of SP, which is equal to 110 divided by 100 multiplied by SP, which is equal to Q, we know is 616. So this implies SP, the selling price, will be 616 multiplied by 100 divided by 110. Okay, so 0 cancels out. I hope 11 will divide 616. Let's see, 5, 55 and 6, 56. So this is equal to 560. So the selling price is rupees 560. Now we know the selling price, we know the profit of 12%, we can easily calculate the cost price. We can say that SP, based on the cost price of X and there is a profit of 12%, we can say SP is equal to 12% more than X, which is the cost price. This is equal to 100 plus 12% of X, which is equal to 112% of X. This is equal to 112 divided by 100 multiplied by X. Okay, this should be equal to the selling price we have already calculated to be 560. Okay, so this implies X is equal to 560 multiplied by 100 divided by 112. Now 560 dividing by, if you divide 560 by 56, it is 10, and if you divide 112 by 56, it is 2. Okay, and we have 250 This is equal to 500. So the cost price is rupees. The cost price for of the article for the shopkeeper is rupees 500. Is rupees 500. Okay. So with this, so I hope this set of problems will give you a good understanding of the concept of sales tax and value added tax, and how uh, the concepts are applied to solve the related problems. If this video was beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and also please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. In the next video, uh, I will solve the exercise. Uh, I will solve the exercise 10C, and after that I will solve the objective questions of exercise 10D, and finally the test paper 10. So please stay tuned for these upcoming videos, which will be really beneficial for you to understand how the concepts of uh, the profit and loss are being applied to solve the what problems. So that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.